Emma moved into the old countryside house she inherited from her grandmother. The place was eerie but quiet, surrounded by woods and far from town. The furniture was covered in dust, the shelves wrapped in cobwebs, and time had seemingly frozen on the antique clocks. But the strangest part was the small door beneath the staircase. It was barely big enough for a child to crawl through. A rusty lock hung from it, with an old key still attached to a nail nearby. Emma didn't touch it at first, but on the second night, she was woken by a strange creaking sound. It came from right under the stairs. She crept down with a flashlight. The lock was gone. The door was slightly open. Cold, damp air flowed from inside, like there was something buried deep beneath. She reached out, but just as she was about to push the door open, a scratching noise came from within. Emma quickly pulled back and retreated to her room. In the morning, she chalked it up to a nightmare, until she noticed a small footprint on the dusty floor in front of the door. It looked like a child's, but Emma was alone. That day, she searched the attic for any clues about the house. She found an old chest filled with her grandmother's journals, but most of the pages had been torn out, except one. In her grandmother's shaky handwriting, it read, "Don't listen to the voice. Don't believe the face. What's behind that door is not a child. It is not alone." That night, the temperature in the house dropped drastically. Emma's breath turned visible in the air. The pipes groaned, and distant knocking echoed from the walls. At exactly 3:07 a.m., the sound returned. Light footsteps on the hallway floorboards, then a soft knock on her bedroom door. Knock, knock, knock. Emma didn't move. She held her breath. The door creaked open, but no one was there. Just cold air and silence. When she finally stood to close it, she noticed something carved on the wood. "Stay with me." Panicked, Emma ran downstairs. The small door under the stairs was once again open, wider this time. A trail of muddy footprints led into the darkness. She backed away, but her foot hit something. A doll. Old. Worn. Its face torn, missing one eye. Emma didn't own a doll. She never had. Suddenly, the door behind her slammed shut. From within the small door, the whisper came again. "Emma." I waited. She tried to run, but her body wouldn't respond. Invisible hands seemed to hold her in place. She was dragged slowly toward the open door. Her fingernails scraped the floorboards as she fought back, but her screams were swallowed by the dark. And then, silence. The next morning, her car was still outside. The front door was open. Everything was untouched. But Emma was gone, and the small door beneath the stairs, locked again, as if it had never been opened. Since then, anyone who stays in that house hears tiny footsteps at exactly 3:07 a.m. And from under the door, a shadow creeps out. A child's voice whispers, "Emma took my place. Now it's your turn."